What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Hunt Ready. Trapping season's here. I'm getting ready to set here probably the week of Thanksgiving. We've had our season in now since the 10th, but I've been deer hunting, so haven't been trapping. And I wanted to get a video out about the baits and lures and urines that I'm going to use for the 24-25 season. Guys, I love going to conventions. I love talking about bait and lure and all that stuff. So I know some guys don't talk about the stuff they use, but you know, it's one of my favorite things to do. I put out a bait and lure video pretty much every year now for the last several anyway. But a lot of this stuff you'll see stuff I'm using from last year, 2 years. I mean, lures and bait and stuff like that, even urine, I'll use for years, man. Never had an issue with it. So last year I don't think I got a whole lot of new stuff, but I wanted to get like some fresh bait, stuff like that this year. Maybe some new change up lures, some stuff I've never used before. So a lot of the stuff I got at conventions. Conventions is the best place to get this if you guys can make a trapping convention. But here's the spread I got out here. I'll kind of go through everything, what I'll be using. I've got it kind of separated by species. I do have one more order coming from Iron Trail. I pulled a bobcat tag this year, so I got a couple of maybe specific bobcat type lures. So that'll be coming. I'll do a Iron Trail unboxing or something for you guys. You guys like that. So right now we'll go through the stuff I have and what I will be using. A lot of the stuff I've used before. Some of it I have not. So always like I said, throwing up a change up, putting some new stuff into your line. And last year I kind of tried to stay like one bait lure per farm type deal. I don't know. I like throwing out a bunch of different baits and lures. So I'm going back to how I had always done it. You know, if I got 3 sets in a field corner, they're probably going to have 3 different baits and lures on them. So I've always had good success with that. Kind of tried something a little different last year. And I don't know. It's more fun to me to watch maybe one bait and lure works better than the other. And you don't know that if you're only setting one. So biggest thing is do whatever you guys want. You know, don't let anybody change how you're doing business if you're being successful, that is. But so we'll get going on this. Not really targeting coon. I'll probably have the kids run DPs and go for coon. There has been quite a few more coon this year, so we will be setting for them, but not my main target animal. Although they will be getting trapped, which is a good thing because you know, they're one of the bigger nest raiders. So definitely want to get the coons out of there, and we'll just do that with DPs and 220s. But here's kind of the coon lineup over here. The thing I'll be using the most are my own coon baits. This is my cherry coon crack. Did a video several years about this. This is something I use all the time. It smells good. I don't know. Some guys have asked for these. I could sell some of these. I make quite a bit of it up, so I've always got a lot. If anybody's interested in either cherry coon crack or berry balls, that's another one I got here. I use these a lot when you can't use cat food. I don't have any cat food in here, but cat food is by far my favorite DP coon bait. These are definitely close second, and then all these here from that I got over here also, they all work. I mean, coons are, you could put a garbage can out there with DP around it and you'll catch coons. I mean, catching coons ain't really rocket science. But like I said, here's these two, which I'll primarily be using, but I've got a little bit of blue balls here from No BS. I trying a couple here from She Traps, Hershey Dip, and Cherry Balls coon baits. It's just something I got for the kids to try. And the Smokehouse Smackdown from Iron Trail. This one is just an absolute hammer on them, really. As you can see, I don't like wet baits and DPs. Doesn't work that good for me. Be cleaning out everything. Let's see. So here's going to be kind of like a water set type thing here. I've got some River Runner. This is an otter gland lure. So hopefully be going after some otter this year. But Fish Frenzy, this coon and mink bait, also works great for muskrats in pocket sets. Same with coon and mink in pocket sets. This stuff works really good. This is actually leftover from last year. You can see it's still got creek water and everything all over it. Really, really good. You could put it in DPs if you wanted to, but it's like a paste, liquidy paste type bait. So I do not put that in DPs. It would work just fine in there, but that's not my jam. The Ringtail Reaper. Now I will put a little bit of this on the lips of the DPs. This stuff is like, I mean, it smells like candy. Really good. Had good results with that. And that is it. Nope, I think that's it for the coon stuff. So that's pretty much my coon line. Mink, muskrat, all that kind of falls into that. And then we got some beaver stuff here. I got quite a few beaver lures here. Some of the stuff I've used a lot. Some of it's brand new to me. As you guys probably know, beaver's about really the only thing worth anything in Illinois. So I got pretty good selection of some beaver lures. This is also works. All of these will also work really good for a change up in canine sets. But always had really good luck with Big Pile from Dunlap. Really good bait or a lure there. Backbreaker from Dobbins. That's like a tried and true. Anybody that's trapping beaver should have this in your lure bag. This one's a new one from Luke at Iron Trail. For me, I think he had it out last year, but it's a beaver food lure. It's called Flat Tail Feast. Looking forward to trying this out. He tried it, or he used it on floats last year, which looked really cool. Won't work for me. I trap in creeks. So little food lure for beaver. Should be pretty slick. Looking forward to that. Hudson Bay. That one I did not use last year. It's a caster lure. I have used Log Jam. So this one says it's a heavy caster lure, and this just says caster lure. So both of them from the Iron Trail. Use them both here and see how they work out. Compare them to each other. So it'll be my first year using the Hudson Bay, but Log Jam slayed the beaver on last year on this Log Jam. Worked awesome. And then so I met up with Midwestern Trapper. He's on YouTube, guys. If you haven't seen his channel, check him out, Midwestern Trapper. Met him at the Illinois Trapping Convention. He hooked me up with quite a few lures. So this one's his Beaver Evictor. Looking forward to trying that one out. And then I got Mountain Man Beaver Lure from Montana Wolf Trapper. Also another YouTube guy. He's on Mountain Men, the series Mountain Men. I used this a little bit last year. Not a whole lot. I also used it as a change up for a coyote set. And so remember that with your beaver stuff, guys. You can use that for change ups in coyotes, any of your predator lines. So the Mountain Man Beaver Lure, it's a little bit more, you can see, like liquidy. than everything else. These stuffs here is way thicker, like pastier type stuff. So that's the coon and water side over here, guys. Now, like I said, I drew a bobcat tag this year, so I think the bait I have is going to be fine. I wanted to try some different lures, and like I said, that's coming. But so for the most of my predator line for me is I'm targeting coyote. This is going to be more along the canine line, but I will be setting for bobcats. And I'll just change up these baits with some of them different lures. So we'll go through the baits first. I got a whole pile of lures back here. So this is the new bait, at least new to me. I don't know if they had this out last year. Hoosier Trapper's Mighty Dog. So I've used their Top Dog bait for years and years and always had good success with it. So I wanted to try something new. So I picked up the Mighty Dog at the convention. It was actually in like a convention kit. I got a bunch of lure with that, and a bunch of lure that I wanted to try. So I actually picked up that kit, saved a bit of money there. So here's the Mighty Dog. We have RK Predator Plus. This is leftover from last year. This RK Predator Plus before Kendall bought it and before whoever Kendall bought it from. I don't know how many times this has changed hands since the original guy, but I used this RK Predator Plus bait when I very first started coyote trapping. So this one's, always been really good to me. So RK Predator Plus from No BS Lures. Give that one a go. Let's see. So where we are with Montana Wolf Trapper. Canine. That was a good bait last year. And then another one from Montana Wolf Trapper is Los Ratones. Actually had really good results with this one last year. It's a mouse-based bait. Worked really good for me out here. I'll just pile these off to the side here. I found this little gem hiding in my bait bucket here. This is probably a couple years old. I don't know. It's Armageddon from Iron Trail. Literally one of the best coyote baits I've ever used here. So hopefully that one gets back into production. I don't know. It wasn't on the website when I just ordered stuff. But if you can get it, Armageddon from Iron Trail, that's a hammer, man. And then his new stuff here, Range War. So looking forward to trying this one out this year. I think, yeah, this one's a new one, Range War. I think it's his new one for this year, I think. So Range War from Iron Trail. Looking forward to trying that one out, seeing how it stacks up to Armageddon. And then, so Urine. So what I have here is I got coyote and box. I to just pull out whatever. I don't think it truly matters. They say you won't catch fox on coyote urine. That has not been true for me. So just kind of a change up here. So I got Hoosier Trapper's coyote urine, and I got some coyote from No BS. So yeah, we got coyote from No BS here, coyote from Hoosier Trapper, and then I've got fox as well from No BS and Hoosier Trapper. Wherever you're getting your urine from, guys, just make sure it's high quality urine. Both of these have been. The No BS stuff, and yeah, the No BS stuff is really good. Luke's stuff from Iron Trail is also really, really good. I have a partial bottle of that over there. So just all three of them are reputable. Rusat's, he's not doing it anymore. That was good stuff. But yeah, so just get a good urine. if you're going to use it. I'm a bait. When I first started, I was bait and urine only. Then I've started swapping to bait, lure, and urine. Whatever you guys want to do. I think urine is important though, because you can make, you know, several different sets if you're just doing like a peepo set or something like that. So just a good quality urine, and you'll be good to go. So lures, got a whole pile of lures. I still even have more that's older that I'll probably use on the line, but these are going to be like my kind of go-tos here. But I do have probably this much still left over from years of trapping. You'll build up quite a selection of lure. But here's a couple of them that are brand new to me. Never used anything from Wayne Derrick, and he was at the NTA, and I really wanted to try some of his lures. So I just picked a couple. I kind of talked with him, you know, which ones are your, like, if you're going to grab two of them out of your bucket, which ones are going to be. And it was mostly for coyotes for me. But each of these will say, it says coyotes, cats, and fox. So should work for cats for me as well. But this is Derrick's Wild Horse Mesa. And then I also got 1080 from Wayne Derrick. So, you know, that guy's a trapping legend. So I really am looking forward to using that stuff. A couple of the older ones I always keep around if you can get them anymore. Bad Company from Wiser and Sucker Punch. Both good ones. And then I got a really old bottle of some coyote gland. You know, just something to keep around. We'll come into these. So this one here is it's a Red Fox number 69, it says, from Midwestern Trapper. I'm assuming this is fox glands. So I have not used anything like that on the line at all. So looking forward to trying this one out. Midwestern Trapper. I think if you go to his Facebook or on his YouTube, you may be able to buy this stuff still. I don't know. So I don't know what the availability on that stuff is. Check with Midwestern Trapper. This is Dead End. Looks like some kind of a gland lure in here. But Dead End. This guy here, which is like extremely potent. This is all from Midwestern Trapper we're going through here. This is called Winter Kill. And whew, this stuff is potent. It's got a lot of skunk in it. So a really good late season call lure. It make your eyes water, man, when you open that up. And I think that's it from him. Nope. This one, I should have put this in with the coon stuff, I think. Sticky Lips from Midwestern Trapper. This is more coon, like a coon type lure. Really sweet, like, I don't know. Some kind of like really sweet candy type smell. Good stuff there. Now, I'm going to go through kind of my Iron Trail lineup here, and then we'll get into the other stuff. So, Hellhound, that's a coyote gland lure. Actually, you had very, very good results with this. Hellhound from Iron Trail, damn good stuff. Nose Burner, that's another potent one. Man, your eyes will be watering. This stuff, this stuff stunk up my whole vehicle on the way back from South Dakota last year. Another long distance call lure here, super skunky. Napalm, I used this one a little bit last year. This one's definitely not as skunky, but pretty good stuff there. And I think I just touched my mustache on that. I hope not. It smells so bad in here right now you can't even tell. So that is it there. Yep. So that's the lineup from Iron Trail. You definitely will not go wrong with any of that, and I highly recommend his line of baits and lures. Not just because he sponsors me or whatever, I try to keep it real on the channel. I ain't gonna bullshit anybody. Really, his baits and lures are second to none. So, you know, I know how it goes being when you see somebody sponsored by somebody, you think they're full of shit, but definitely not full of it. That is, you guys will see, and you can watch past videos, man. I catch more coyotes on his stuff than anybody else's, and I use a lot of people's. So on with that, Hoosier Trapper, Coyote Carnage. I don't know if you guys have watched the Hoosier Trapper trapping series when they go out of town, but I've always wanted to try Coyote Carnage, and I just never had for some stupid reason. But this was in that little convention kit, and I'm telling you guys, when you go to these conventions, look for these kits from everybody. You can save a good amount of money on it. But Coyote Carnage is one of those that I've always wanted to try. So really, really looking forward. Hoosier Trapper is another just excellent bait and lure company. I am not sponsored by them. So Hoosier Trapper, Coyote Carnage, have no idea how it's going to work out, but looking forward to giving that a go. Another one here, and really glad that I picked this one up. It works great for coyotes too, but it's Vixen Elixir. They use this a lot on their lines when they're traveling around doing that. So the Vixen Elixir smells pretty good, actually. So looking forward to that guy, and it's going to be awesome on the cat line. We have, so the black gold, I've actually got like 3 things of this. This is an excellent lure. I've had great results with this, especially just out of habit, I guess. I've always kind of paired this with Top Dog. Really is a huge performer on my line. So I've got a lot of black gold. It's really a go-to for me. And it's a caster based one. Actually smells really, really good. Definitely highly recommend black gold from Hoosier Trapper. And then another one here that I have not tried. This is Jet Fuel from Justin Jet, part of Hoosier Trapper. It's got a good smell to it. It's got some coloring to it, probably just to make it look cool. But Jet Fuel. So that's kind of the bait and lure lineup, guys. Watch this season. I plan on putting in a pretty good line this year. We are covered up in coyotes. All my trail cameras are coyote after coyote. If I get a deer picture, it's shortly followed up by a coyote. So the coyotes have really have really grown. The population's grown in the last year or so. I don't know, must have had a good litter this spring. But so I'll be setting here. I may set some at my place here this weekend and kind of run that, or let the kids run it. But in about Thanksgiving week-ish, if I can hold out that long, is when I'm going to start really setting. You know, follow along, see if I catch a bobcat. Man, I hope I catch a bobcat. I'm going to really try my ass off to catch a cat this year, and really just stack up some coyotes. So you guys got any questions? Bait and lure, urine, anything like that? Pretty much all of this stuff, well, most of this stuff you can get at Iron Trail. You know, otherwise it'd be Hoosier Trapper. But a lot of it you're going to get at Iron Trail. And I think he's probably the only one that carries his branded stuff. And he does carry some Wiser stuff. I don't think he had Derek's on there. But, and then the Montana Wolf Trapper, I think you can go to his website, but I don't think he carries it all the time. So it might be hit and miss with his stuff on there, honestly. So anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the trapping season. Hopefully I get a deer down before I start trapping. But that's about it, guys. So appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.